Golf fans were left stunned as Charlie Woods and Kai Trump teed off at the Dustin Johnson World Junior Golf Championship, bringing a level of excitement rarely seen in junior tournaments. With Tiger Woods' son and Donald Trump's granddaughter competing side by side, all eyes were on them, and they did not disappoint. The Dustin Johnson World Junior Golf Championship isn't just any junior golf tournament, it's a proving ground for some of the best young golfers in the world, held at the prestigious PPC Myrtle Beach. This championship has been running strong for 10 years now, attracting top-tier junior players who dream of making it big. If you're into golf, you already know how tough the competition can get at this level. These aren't just kids playing a weekend round at their local course, they're elite young athletes with serious skills hoping to make their mark on the sport. Not only did it feature a field of 90 talented boys and girls battling it out over 54 grueling holes, but it also had two names that made headlines before they even teed off: Charlie Woods and Kai Trump. That's right, Tiger Woods' 16-year-old son and Donald Trump's 17-year-old granddaughter both showed up to compete, and golf fans couldn't get enough of it. It's not every day you see the next generation of two of the most talked about families in sports and politics going head-to-head on the same course. The excitement was real, whether people were there for the golf or just out of curiosity. Charlie and Kai added a whole new level of buzz to the event. If you followed golf even a little bit over the past few years, you've probably seen clips of him swinging a club right next to his dad Tiger Woods ever since he first played alongside his legendary father at the PNC Championship in 2020. People have been watching his every move. At just 16, he's already shown glimpses of that signature Woods intensity and talent. He's still developing his game, of course, but there's no denying that having Tiger as your coach and mentor gives you a pretty solid advantage. Then there's Kai Trump. While she may not have the same golf legacy as Charlie, she's carving out her own path in the sport. At 17, she has already committed to playing collegiate golf at the University of Miami, proving she's not just in this for fun, she's serious about her future in the game, and she's not just making waves on the course. Her name, image and likeness valuation is reportedly sitting at over $1.2 million, meaning brands are already seeing her as a rising star. Add in the fact that she just signed an endorsement deal with TaylorMade, and it's clear she's on her way to big things. When you put a bunch of top-tier junior golfers together on a challenging course like TPC Myrtle Beach, you know it's not going to be a walk in the park. And this year's championship didn't disappoint. The first round kicked off under some pretty tough conditions. Wind played a major role in making things difficult, and it was clear early on that even the best players were struggling to find their rhythm. Charlie Woods, who's known for his solid technique, ended up posting an 82 in his first round. For those not familiar with golf scoring, that's 10 strokes over par. Not exactly where he wanted to be, but golf is unpredictable and even the best have off days. Kai Trump had a similar start, finishing her first round with an 84, putting her 12 strokes over par. Again, not ideal, but when you're dealing with windy conditions in a tough field of competitors, it happens. The important thing was how they bounced back from it as the tournament went on. Both Charlie and Kai showed resilience. They adjusted their strategies, focused on their strengths, and worked to improve their scores in the following rounds. And while neither of them ended up at the top of the leaderboard, they both walked away with valuable experience and a chance to showcase their talent on a major stage. But beyond just their scores, the buzz surrounding Charlie and Ty made the tournament one to remember. Fans and media followed their every move, analyzing their swings, speculating about their futures, and debating whether they'd eventually follow in their family's footsteps. Some people were rooting for Charlie simply because of who his dad is, while others wanted to see Kai prove she's more than just a famous last name. Either way, they both had the spotlight on them, and they handled it like pros. Not only did it feature a field of 90 talented boys and girls battling it out over 54 grueling holes, but it also had two names that made headlines before they even teed off: Charlie Woods and Kai Trump. So what's next for these two young golfers? Well, Charlie is still working on developing his game, and while he's not yet dominating the junior golf world the way some might expect, he's learning and improving with every tournament. He's got time, and if we've learned anything from his dad, it's that patience and hard work pay off in golf. Come on the other hand is getting ready for her collegiate golf career at Miami, where she'll have the chance to prove herself even more. She's already making big moves off the course with her endorsements, and if she keeps improving, there's no doubt she could become a major name in women's golf. When Charlie Woods and Kai Trump stepped onto the course at the Dustin Johnson World Junior Golf Championship, they weren't just competing for personal achievements, they were bringing a whole new level of attention to junior golf. And let's be real, golf at the junior level doesn't always get the kind of media coverage it deserves. Sure, if you follow the sport closely, you probably know about the big names in junior golf, but for the average sports fan, it's not exactly front page news. That changed the moment people saw Woods and Trump on the same leaderboard. Charlie Woods with his famous last name and that signature swing that's starting to look more and more like his dad's naturally draws a crowd wherever he goes. Golf fans have been watching him closely for years, waiting to see if he'll carry on the Woods legacy. Then there's Kai Trump, a coming in young golfer who's already secured a spot at the University of Miami, Inc. endorsement deals, and proved she's serious about making a name for herself in the sport. Put them together in the same tournament, and suddenly a junior golf championship feels like a major event. The result increased visibility for junior golf in a way that we haven't seen in a long time. More people tuned in, more eyes on the tournament, and more young golfers probably felt inspired watching two high-profile juniors play at such a competitive level. And this isn't just about fame, this is about showing the world that junior golf is full of real talent and future stars. Now here's where it gets interesting. When you have young players like Charlie and Kai competing, it sparks a bigger conversation about legacy and sports. It's the age-old debate: does having a famous last name help or hurt you? Some people say it gives you an unfair advantage. You grow up with access to the best coaching, top-tier courses, and the kind of resources that most junior golfers can only dream of. And sure, that's true. Charlie gets to train with Tiger Woods. Kai gets access to some of the best courses through her family connections. But at the end of the day, golf is a brutally honest game. You either have the skill or you don't. No amount of money or connections can save you when you're standing over a tricky putt with everything on the line. That's why this tournament was so important. It showed that both Charlie and Kai are out there putting in the work just like everyone else. They didn't dominate the field just because of their last names. They fought through tough conditions, had their ups and downs, and showed the kind of resilience that defines a great golfer. And that's exactly the kind of message young athletes need. If you're a junior golfer watching this tournament, you might be thinking, hey, if they can do it, why not me? That's the real impact here. Seeing young players like Charlie and Kai out there grinding reminds other kids that golf isn't just a game for the elites. It's a sport where talent, hard work, and dedication matter more than anything. Beyond just inspiring young players, this tournament also brought up an interesting point about the future of golf. We're entering an era where legacy athletes, kids of famous sports figures, are becoming more common, from Bronny James in basketball to Arch Manning in football, and now Charlie Woods in golf. It's clear that a new wave of young athletes is stepping up, carrying on the legacies of their parents and grandparents. This raises a big question: will this next generation of athletes dominate their respective sports, or will they struggle under the weight of expectations? For Charlie, the expectations are massive. His father isn't just a great golfer, he's one of the greatest athletes in history. No matter how well Charlie plays, he'll always be compared to Tiger. That's a tough shadow to step out of, but if anyone can handle it, it's Charlie. He's grown up around the game, he's shown steady improvement, and he clearly loves the sport. It might take time, but he has the potential to carve out his own name in golf. Kai, on the other hand, is in a different position. She's not playing in her grandfather's sport, she's making her own path, and while her name may have helped her get some early recognition, she's proving that she belongs in the conversation. With her college career just around the corner and her Ender M deals already rolling in, she's well on her way to becoming a major name in women's golf.